So thank you for coming back and joining us. So basically, what we're going to talk about, we're kind of like 10 minutes into the time, but no big deal. Is you want to go ahead and like our business pages, and I'll put in the post our information. Basically, it's NewCredit, NewLife. This is Andres with NewCredit, NewLife. He is a credit expert with credit, and many of buyers that I've worked with, he has been able to bring up their scores so they could actually close. So we're going to talk about how you can increase your credit and what he's doing in the industry that's very, very unique to other companies.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So what you want to do is we both have business pages. You want to like both of our business pages. Obviously, my business page is where you're seeing this. And you have his business page, which is NewCredit, NewLife. So you like the page. You're also going to want to share this post live in the groups. Okay, and basically as we're doing our thing, be sharing, and you can earn $100,000. Wait a minute, I'm gonna do that right now. $100 if you do what we ask you to do. So basically, like our pages, share our pages in the groups, and also tag 10 friends or 10 people you think will benefit from increasing their credit or reestablishing their credit or fixing their credit on each of our pages. And you will also need to actually, basically share with the friends, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then we will check this information, and he will give you the actual $100 credit.
And also 30 minutes consultation.
Correct. So let's talk a little bit about credit now, because now we did the introduction, and you could also, in this time that we're actually here, ask us questions about your credit. What is the first thing that people need to know about their credit?
Well, first they need to have access to the credit. There's a website called annualcreditreport.com. That's the page that you can access your credit report for free. You have the right to access it one time a year for free. Also, when you get denied for credit, you can request a copy of your credit report to the bureau that you were denied to for free. And that way you don't affect your scores pulling your credit with third parties. There's a lot of errors that the credit report have. There's millions and millions and millions of people that they report. So obviously there's going to be errors if you see addresses that don't belong to you. If you see phone numbers, maybe accounts that they've been reported on your profile and your credit report and they're not yours, that's basically a sign of identity theft, which is one of the biggest problems that we have here in the United States. More than 60 million people have been affected, and every year increase even more and more the identity theft.
So basically what's happening is that people are being hindered from getting, obviously, credit or even buying a house or even employment. There are times that your credit is looked at even to check if you're going to work at a certain institution, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Even to get insurance, your credit is looked at. There's so many things that your credit is used for, even to rent a car. Correct?
Yeah, sometimes they look at your credit.
They look at your credit.
And also with the accounts that you have active.
Yeah.
The companies every 3 months,
correct.
Every quarter, they start reviewing your credit to see how are you handling those accounts.
Correct.
And they can even lower your balances, lower the spending limit on your accounts because of that.
So the first thing, like he said, that you want to do is you want to get your credit report. You may have one, you may have Karma Credit or anything like that. If you have some type of monitoring, that's the first step that he can help you kind of analyze that with you, right? And
yeah, well, I mean, those Credit Karma things, I don't really recommend those things because those are affiliated of the original credit bureaus. In this case, they're affiliated of TransUnion. So they're not accurate with the scores, they're not accurate with the information, and they're not even showing the 3 credit reports.
Is that why? Because a lot of the people that I come across with that are doing something, they'll tell me, no, my credit score is 660. And then I'm like, That's not your real credit score. No. And when they get interviewed by a lender or anything like that, they find out that real quickly, right?
It is a lot lower than that.
Right. So before doing anything, applying for credit, if you're a business owner, if you're a business owner, you need to have some type of credit line. Especially if you're like a realtor or you're your own business person, you work on commission, you want to have a line of credit that you can kind of like fluctuate and do different things, like even marketing, etc. But aside from that, again, Andres is giving to each person $100 that actually likes each of our pages. So my page is, I'm live on my page, but I'm also going to put in the description, which I did not because we had technical difficulties. So we got to go back on there and I'll put it on there. You need to share both of our pages, okay, 10 times. And then on the actual post, you need to tag 10 people you think will benefit from, helping on their credit. And you also need to basically send him, any, the time that you're going to be available to review your credit with you, because he's going to give you 30 minutes that he's going to review that and strategize with you. Now, there's a lot of issues with the business because, I'm a realtor myself, and I'm always constantly hearing people say, oh no, I did my credit and they stole my money and I've done this. What's your take on that?
Well, it's very simple. Unfortunately, this industry has a very bad reputation because of that, what you're mentioning.
Yeah.
They like to keep the person in the limbo. They don't know what's going on. They just pay in a month. They have a monthly fee and they don't know what's going on. They don't receive any status, any updates, any information on what's going on with their credit. They have to be calling to a 1-800 number. And they start to giving them the runaround.
Right, so they get frustrated.
I'm not saying every single company, but most of the companies, they
have that bad rap.
Yeah, so that's what I like to keep informed and educate and keep that person on the loop so they know what's going on with their credit.
Well, but I also see a lot of people that you've worked on their credit and they don't take accountability and do their part. Like, for instance, there's people that you probably had in the credit program and they don't send you their their outcomes, right?
Yeah, because
talk a little bit about that. What are they supposed to be receiving?
Yeah, ever since the 9/11, there was a law that it was created to avoid the identity theft, and companies used to get the information, the result from the clients. Now that's not possible because of the identity theft, to avoid that. So all the spills that I do, all the information that I dispute with the creditors and with the credit bureaus, it gets to your mailing address. That's one way that you're gonna find out what's going on with your credit.
Yeah.
A second way is your credit is gonna be monitored 24/7. Every time that something happens, you're gonna receive a text message and also an email letting you know that something is going on. So you can go ahead and log in and see what's happening at that moment. Now, also every 30 days, you're gonna receive a progress report to see what's going on, what has been taken, what has been taken off, what is pending, what is the next strategy to be used. And also, you're gonna have an access to a portal of my system that you're gonna see in real time what is the process of your credit.
But I think all that he's saying, he totally changed his business. Because all that you're saying, a lot of people didn't even value. So you decided, how long have you been in the business?
For 10 years.
10 years. Okay, so I'm going to consider you an expert. Not only that, I've been able to close a lot of people, a lot of buyers, because, give you an example today. Before coming live today, I came from a meeting. That's someone that came to me that was, was working with to buy a house and basically referred her to the program. Mm-hmm. She actually followed through and she did the program and she had 0 credit. Today she has a 694 and she's closing. And it's all due to the work you did on her. However, I'm excited to go live today, not only because of that, but because Andres has basically decided to, take his 10-year experience and show you how to do your own credit. And what's the program called? Talk to us about that program and why you're doing this and empowering people.
Well, I'm doing this because for me it's more productive to educate the person and let them know how this works. so they can have better results. That way they go ahead and refer me people in the future if they hear of someone that they need assistance with their credit. The program is called Do It Yourself. We see it in 2 hours online from the comfort of your house. You don't have to go anywhere. And I'm going to teach you how to do it, to access your 3 credit reports. Also, I'm going to teach you what are the laws that applies to the credit bureaus and the creditors.
To each. So let me understand this right so they can understand. So you guys that are watching can understand. Basically, his program is he goes one-on-one with you. It's a one-on-one workshop, correct?
Yes.
For 2 hours
For
straight.
2 hours.
And in those 2 hours, they're going to complete their disputes, strategize your credit, and complete everything in 2 hours. What you basically have learned in 10 years, you're going to do it for them there in those 2 hours.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there something wrong with you? Like, who does that?
I just like to help people. There's a lot of realtors and mortgage brokers and auto dealers that they work with me. They refer me people. It's not only for an individual, whoever is watching or listening.
Maybe you're watching at your end and you have clients that have this problem.
Yeah, absolutely. You can refer them to me and then you can recycle them.
Yeah, and you can empower them by them doing themselves. Because I think one of that powerful, what was that? You have testimonials from people that have done this 2 hour with you. And what was their testimonial? What did they tell you?
I mean, basically that this is something that they should have done before, way long before, and also that this is the best investment that they have made in a lot of years. Yeah,
that they wish they would have known it before, right? That you share with me. So one of the things is annual credit report. You want to get your report from there. And it's the 3 bureaus, and you get that for free, okay? You don't have to subscribe or put a credit card in cancel like that, right? That's one of the first steps. You want to make sure that you get that tonight. I will go back after we do this transmission because I've like screwed this shit up all over the place. And I got to go back once we're done going live and edit the description and put the information there.
When you guys are going to the annual credit report, make sure to answer correctly the security questions that they're going to ask you to be able to access that report.
Well, what happens if they don't?
If not, you're going to get locked out and then you have to send your driver's license, social security card, and utility bill to verify your identity.
But if you have a problem, Andrea says that he's going to help you. So I'm going to put the link and you can message him in the messenger. If you get stuck along the way, he's super great. He's amazing at what he does. I've known him for many years. Anyhow, and
don't forget to earn your gifts of $100 and 30-minute session with me. Yeah. And what is it that we have to do?
Okay, so let's go over what you guys have to do again, okay? I'm going to put it on the post, so give me some time. And again, we both have business pages, right? So you want to make sure you share the business pages in groups.
You like it?
Yes. Each business page must be shared 10 times. In addition to that, in that share, you need to tag 10 friends on the actual post, correct?
Yes.
And you have to like each of our pages. And you will verify, and so I, and that's how you get your $100 voucher to use with NewCredit NewLife. Is that correct?
Yes.
So basically, you're getting $100 that you can use with NewCredit NewLife, whether you want to use it for yourself. Listen, if you're a realtor, you can do this and give this as a gift to your buyer. Okay, listen, I'm going to give you $100 credit so that you can, use it for your, there's
a 30-minute session.
Yeah, in a 30 minutes. Listen, there's so many ways. One of my gifts is to be super unique with marketing. This is super something that we kind of figured out. We've never done it before. I've never thought of doing it before because I just haven't. And a lot of people tell me, wow, about credit, because I used to be a mortgage underwriter before I was a realtor. And credit is super important. And again, like I said, you need to take action if it's for your credit or for your clients or for people or your family. It's important to have credit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's it's not only remove the negative items that are affecting your credit.
It's reestablish.
It's also know how to handle your active accounts. And if you need, insert new credit so you can go ahead and generate a score.
And let's say you're one of these people say, hell no, I ain't going to do none of that. I'll pay you. You can also do that. But you know what? He also has this program for those people that maybe want to do it themselves, and they're do-it-yourself type of people, and you can appreciate when you're in that process what another person does.
And what it takes to be able to work on that.
Exactly. Because some people think, oh, it's just going on this beauty. It's not all about that. There's a whole strategy involved. And I'm a coach for realtors, and I coach people on certain things, and then they think that coaching will be used forever. Listen, business changes, and every quarter the whole business changes. So you have to change up your strategy. And it's just the same with your financial. You need to have financial credit health. Just like you go work out, or you take care of your body, or your spirituality, you have to have financial health. And it's important for people to know that there is information out there that they can get from, instead of taking time and errors, you've got someone here that's willing to give you their advice,
And also for business owners, it doesn't matter that you have a good credit, your personal credit. It's very important that you create your business credit.
Correct.
With Dave & Bradstreet is very important, because in the future you can leverage your credit and your finances and your business.
So let's
backtrack.
That's super amazing what you just said. If you have your own business, whether you're a contract, you're a realtor, or you have your own business, whatever it is, if you're a realtor, you're your own business person. You have your own business. You should be working and operating as a sole proprietorship, as a business. Mm-hmm. You should start, you're Dun & Bradstreet. If you have a PA, for instance, or if you have a store, or if you have an online business, or whatever you do that you're entrepreneur. If you are doing multi-level marketing, you should have your own corporation. And if you have that, what he's talking about is Dun & Bradstreet. He also does business credit. Yes. That's a little bit more intricate. We're not going to get into that tonight. No. Because
I'm putting out the information.
Yeah, out there. But that's super important. Let's say you have good credit and you're watching this tonight, or this was shared with you, and we're hitting that little nerve that you've always wanted to know that NewCredit NewLife does do business credit, and that's a very interesting program, because people don't understand that you don't want to put all your debt in your personal name. You want to be able, like he said, leverage and put it into your business credit. Mm-hmm. Why? Because God forbid ever anything happens, it's the business that can actually have options for with the debt versus affecting your personal debt. And I've also seen, like, you've done like a comparison, right? One time that I saw that you put he put the comparison, like, for instance, he put someone that had great credit but just had all their lines maxed out. Mm-hmm. Right? And then their business credit wasn't used, and then he did the switch on them.
Yeah, he has a Smoothie King businesses. So he was using all his personal credit, and I was helping out with his business credit. That way he was like to the neck with his own debt. And I helped him creating his business credit, and that way he was able to open up line of credits and the business and be able to lower those balances and his personal line of credits that he was killing him with the interest rates.
Wow, it's a great, and you know what? I think his business was even suffering because of he overextended his credit.
Yeah, people don't really know there's a business credit industry as well, and they just use their personal credit to run their business.
Correct. So another thing we talked about tonight, so NewCreditReport.com, you want to pull your 3 bureaus. There's Equifax, what else?
TransUnion and Experian.
Experian, right. So those are your 3 major reporting credit bureaus. And what is, like, I also mentioned, like, there's a lot of people don't know this, but even to buy a house, your minimum credit score, a lot of people don't know. Let's do the drum roll. What is it?
580.
580. Amazing. Imagine 580. And there's so many things you can do to start off from that, and there's so many things to empower yourself as people with your credit. We just started this class, and again, we opened it up for people to ask questions, so it could be a little bit more interactive. But thank you for watching. And if you have questions, you can still post it in the comments. We'll get, we'll answer.
Yeah, even though when we finish the live video,
correct,
you can watch it again. And if you have a question, you just Messenger
Correct.
the questions, and
he'll
of course
answer
we're gonna
them.
go back
He'll
to
answer.
you.
It doesn't matter if you watch this like a month from now. It's fine. You can still reach
We're
out
gonna
to
do
us.
a weekly class.
Right, we're gonna do a weekly class. We'll still be here, hopefully alive. As long as we're alive, we'll be able to answer you back. But mostly, Andres will be able to answer your questions.
Yes.
Right. So if you have questions regarding your credit, feel free at any time to make your comments. But the main thing you want to be doing is, if you want to get your $100 from today, everybody can get $100, and you can use it for helping. For your credit with NewCredit, NewLife, right?
And 30-minute session.
And a 30-minute session. So you're going to get $100 credit with Andres plus a 30-minute session with him to go over your credit report with you. So the first thing you need to do is, we both have business pages. So you need to like both of our business page. Then you need to share this particular post 10 times and tag 10 friends or 10 people that you know that would benefit from this situation. Mm-hmm. So thank you. Hi, everybody. I see that you're watching. If you have questions, go ahead and ask us. Ask away. Oh, I see hearts. Oh, you guys are making me happy. Mm-hmm. You see, that makes me happy. I love hearts. I'm a loving person. But anyways, you want to go ahead, like both of our pages to get $100, okay? You use it for your credit with Andres. Plus, he's going to help you 30 minutes free, guys. Make sure you get your credit report where?
NewCreditReport.com.
NewCreditReport.com. Hi, Annie. Oh my God. I love Annie. She's the best. So share this post, okay, 10 times. So you can get $100, okay? Let's say you have your credit score at 620, but you want to have it at 700. You really want to have your credit score above 680, correct?
Like I said, it doesn't matter that you don't have negative information, but you want to boost up your scores.
Yeah.
I will teach you how to play with the accounts that you have active, and if you need to add new credit, as well, I'm going to teach you that.
Correct. So what you want to do again is you want to like each of our business pages, okay? And also in each of our business page on the post, he has a post that talks about the class. So just go ahead and tag 10 friends, because every week there's going to be information that is going to be talked about. And we might take case studies and go over them with them, examples of things you could do, different topics, how to apply for a credit card.
Yeah, I'm going to be posting tips and things like that in my page within the week.
Correct.
So the next class that we have,
you guys have
exactly, you know what's going on, and you have more specific questions in reference to the situation.
Right, so let me finish, because I keep on saying what you're supposed to do and I don't finish it, so my bad. But I was entertained with the hearts. I just love when you guys are on and supporting this and sharing this. So you want to share this, you want to like each of our page, right? That's one. So we have NewCredit, NewLife, that you want to like their page. My page, you need to like it, and tag 10 friends on each of our page, right? And share this post in groups 10 times, okay? And that's how you get $100 that you can use with Andres, correct?
In a 30-minute session.
And a 30-minute session. Now, if you're going to do a 30-minute session, it's really important that you have your 3 bureaus credit reports. Now, if you don't want to pay for it, that's fine. You have the right for the first one.
Yeah, you have 1 year.
Every year.
Every year you can access it free with annual credit report, and you have to do the process 3 times, because there's three different bureaus.
Right, so you have to apply with annual credit report, and they'll ask you information and get it there. But let's say right now you want to analyze your credit right now. It's really important to you to know, how can I make my credit better? Or maybe you're trying to increase your credit lines, or maybe you're trying to buy a car next year, or maybe you need to refinance your properties, or maybe you're a self-employed person, you should have a line of credit just in case you need a cushion. You never know what can happen tomorrow.
Or maybe you have a client that you have been able to qualify to purchase the house or purchase the car or get a mortgage loan because of the credit. You can also refer it to me.
I remember, there's people that I've helped, even because of my background experience, like I said, from underwriting, to actually, get debts removed or negotiate. There's a lot of things that happens with credit right now. There's people that their credit haunts them. The credit is actually haunting them, preventing them from doing things in life. And it's so empowering when you go through a process or someone helps you. I really like the fact tonight, Andres, that you are sharing, he has different ways to work with people. There are those people who say, hell no, I'm not doing that on my credit. I don't have time for that. He'll do it for you. But then you have those that are about 80%, I would say. 80% that you've worked with, you were telling me, right? Yeah. Really like to understand what they're doing. And when you understand what you're doing, you actually value the work that someone would have done for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter that you don't want to do it on your own and you want to use my professional credit program, that I do everything for you. You're going to be informed anyways what's going on in 4 different ways.
Yeah.
Your credit is going to be monitored 24/7. You're going to receive text messages and emails every time that something happens in real time. You're going to receive the results of all the investigations that I sent to the credit bureaus and the creditors. And you're going to receive every 30 days a progress report via email with in detail what's going on, what's been taken off. And also you're going to have access to a portal on my system so you can see what's going on with your file.
That's amazing. Not only that, guys, you know, super important that he mentioned something really important is that you have access to all this information that in a lot of times people don't have access to this information. I've known people that hire companies and you ask them what, it goes, well, I don't know what they're doing, but I know, how could you not know what someone's doing on your credit? Like, that is so important. What strategies are they using? You should know what people are doing in your credit. Most companies will not tell you. You will pay them, they will do what they gotta do, and then you see some results. That's why in the industry there's so much stigma that people, you know, steal your money from doing your credit.
Yeah.
And he has that program that he teaches you to do your own credit. If you don't want to do your own credit, he does it. We talked also about business credit. We threw that in there. That was kind of cool. I like that. Yeah. He was sneaky there. But he's super smart, chill out guy, does a great job. You know, he's very laid back. And like I said today,
I don't talk too much. I just take action.
He takes action. You know, we don't want a lot of talk. We want action, right? I do a lot of talking, but I also take action. But I'm a talker. What can I tell you? But you know, one of the last things we want to share with you tonight, because our time is coming. We have about 5 minutes, right? If you guys have any questions, let us know. Kind of like I could read the actual comments and answer back. But if you don't know any questions now, you could actually message him. Again, give me some time. Once we're done going live, we were super excited. I messed up the whole thing. Our camera felt I had to go back. But I will put the information there, his links. You can like his page. We will check to give you the $100, okay, of the credit. But one of the huge things we haven't talked about tonight, Andres, and I think it's because we've been so excited, is this is nationwide. This is nationwide.
I have clients that I don't even know how they look.
Yeah, you know, this is nationwide. This is, you know,
from all over the
this
States.
Is not just local. You might have family members in Puerto Rico. You might have friends in Hawaii. Share this. You know, sharing is caring. Changing someone's life. It's not always about what's in it for me. The Wi-Fi factor. I think as people, you know, if you share, there is a referral program, correct?
Yeah, with mortgage brokers, realtors, and
individuals,
auto
too.
Dealers and individuals.
Yeah, if you refer someone to him, you can get together with him. He'll give you the information on that. I don't want to talk about it because I don't know and no quiero meter la pata. I just don't want to mess up. That's like in Spanish, like I don't want to mess up saying something. But reach out to him. If you know a family member, tag those people there. That way you want to tag them because if they do get on there, he'll give you a referral fee for having them refer them to his program. Whichever program they do, depending on what they do, is depending on the referral you give, correct?
Yes.
We didn't mention this in the Spanish section because this has been the only thing. Look how red I am from the...
And like I said, I'm going to be posting things on my page, correct. Tips about credit and things like that. So
and testimonials from people too. So I'm glad that we did this tonight. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure you do the sharing. Sharing is caring. I'll put the list down so you can get $100 credit with NewCredit, NewLife. Plus, on top of that, you get a free 30-minute session with him to go over your particular credit report. So you can pick his brain for 30 minutes, okay? And I don't know, you want to add anything else?
No, nothing. I mean, any comments, any questions that you guys have, and even when we finish this live video, please send me a messenger. I will be more than happy to assist you and clarify any concerns that you have. And thank you for watching us.
Have a good night, or have a good day, or have a good morning. I don't know what time you're seeing it, but know that you can empower yourself, and there's options here. So go to annualcreditreport.com. If you don't know how to read that credit report or know what you need to do, this man here, he knows exactly what to do. And I'll be bringing different classes and different things to you guys to empower people in our industry, just general people, and know that credit is nationwide. So make sure if you have family, friends in other states or other cities, Andres could definitely help them, and it's a one-on-one personalized service.
Yes.
That he can definitely get them to what they need. So if you have any questions, post them on later to our thing. And for now, see you when I see you.
Goodbye.